Everybody, are you pumped up? It's time for Hulkamania. That's right, we're going into the Earthen Peak. Yeah, this place sucks ass. So much for Hulkamania. Did I just go the right way or the wrong way? Is that the right way? No, this must be the right way. I think, maybe. Yeah, we're in Earthen Peak. Earthen Peak is one of those levels that's just really funny in a lot of ways. The area transition to the next area is, of course, the greatest area transition to ever occur in a video game. We'll get to that in a minute. Specifically, a minute being, let's pull this. I don't want to deal with that giant poison vat. We'll just let that mannequin guy wait over there, I guess. Yes, that's what those weird puppet dudes are called, mannequins. Oh, what the hell? I totally dodged in time. I should have just gone full aggressive. That's my own problem. But, yeah, the reason I pulled that switch is because it pulls that thing up, and that thing is filled with poison, and it will break if you hit it, so, yeah. So here's this guy. I don't really want to fight him there. One thing I'll tell you that has changed since the last video is my mace is now +10. So that's a good thing. Come on, you douchebag. Fight me. What is your problem? Fine, don't fight me. Estus flask? That was funny. Okay, you do that though. That works for me. So you got to be careful here because there are snipers here as well. Did that kill him? Yes, it did. I took a few hits there, but it's okay. I'll just use an Estus. I'm going to throw out a big thing real quick here. That loot right there is a poison broadsword. The only way to get to that loot is by making a running jump from over there. I'll eventually get to that point here in a little bit. Because I hope to do this video, this entire area in one video. But yeah, getting that loot is a real bitch. It's a poison broadsword. I'm not even going to bother trying to get it because it's way too easy to die trying to make that jump. It's very hard to hit that jump. I've probably died 10-15 times just to that one jump. Okay guys, drop down. Good show, good show. Almost like I knew they were there. So let's see what the situation is over here real quick. Well, in a second we will. Let's find the switch for this one. Where's the switch for that? For this pot thingy, because I want to pull that one up too. Like as I said, you can see it's filled with poison. Maybe that pulls it up, yeah. Okay, good. So those two pots are now basically out of the equation. Ambush ahead. You don't say. Pull back. Pointless. It's not pointless. Don't be stupid. I want to show most of the level if at all possible. Oh, this doesn't look good. Hike. Why did so many people die here? What were they doing? Oh, the archers. They were stupid and they didn't kill the archers before they came here. Gotta focus up, boys. Check your surroundings. People who play this game without a ranged weapon, my hat's off to you. I think you're dumb. Man, I hit the hell out of those guys, didn't I? They're just chilling with their torsos stuck in a wall. There's this guy who I hate for multiple reasons. Because he tries to run away from me like a douche. There we go. Now, At this point in the game, I'm going to give you a little tip. I'm not going to read those messages. This seems like a boss fog or something, right? I mean, it seems weird that there's a fog here. This is the game trolling you. What's behind this fog? What is it? What is it? Look, it's a bonfire. Literally, that's it. That's all that's behind this fog, a bonfire. That was the whole thing. So we're not going to rest at the bonfire because why? I've only used one Estus flask. I am going to light my torch, though. Why am I going to light my torch? Because I'm going to make this level a lot easier than it could have been. I want you to understand before I do this that if you go upstairs, there's lots of large tracks and hallways and little passages, and even the boss room is filled with poison crap, like this poison goop that you have to stand in. And it will kill you. I mean, fighting this boss with the poison goop is almost like suicide. However, if you light this windmill thing on fire, it will actually cause the windmill to stop working. And when the windmill stops working, the poison goop stops flowing, and guess what that means? That means you don't have to deal with the poison anymore. And all those poison hallways and tracks of poison in the ground and the poison goop in the boss's room are now all gone. I actually tried to beat this level many times. I forgot to get this loot as well, so I'm going to go ahead and get it. Poison arrows, those are always handy. Poison arrows are one of the most useful items in the game if you're going to use a bow, trust me. But I tried many times to beat this game, or beat this level without doing that because I didn't know it. Because remember, my first playthrough was offline with no strategy guide. I literally did not buy the strategy guide for this game until after I'd beaten the game. So, yeah, it was a very hard experience for me. Trap. Dead Manakini. Oh, Manakini boots. Their gear isn't too bad. Oh, there's a Manakini mask, which I will never wear because I don't want to look like some sort of weird rejected trap ahead. By the way, I remember I mentioned that guy down below would run away from me. If you let him get away from you, what he does is he runs through this gate, then he turns and he hits this switch. Oh, wow. Which closes that gate. And I forgot that guy was there. So I almost got killed for stupidity. Use a potion. So yeah, what he does is he runs up here and he hits that and he closes the gate and it blocks you off. It's not really a big deal, but it is annoying. What's that over there? It's one of those witch things. I hate those chicks. We'll deal with her in a bit as well. Dark ahead. I don't recall there being a secret passage over here. I really did spend a very long amount of time in this level. As you can clearly see, you can get to that outside passage. Yes, you can just break the boards. Pick up items, Simpleton Spice. Down there is the Harvest Valley. That was the other bonfire I was at in the so-called mining area. So you can walk out along the edge here, which is what we're going to do. Because there's an individual hiding over here. This is Laddersmith Gilligan. Don't know where the doc and the captain are, and I really would have much rather seen Ginger or Mary Ann make it instead of Gilligan himself, but he's put on some weight. He's got a beard. We'll give him a talk.
You idiot. Stay quiet. I'm on the run. Don't give me away.
On the run from what?
You're a fugitive too, eh?
Someone who wants you to stop eating so much, you big fat bum.
Else would you be here?
In fact, have you noticed a lot of the male NPCs in this game are really big fat guys? They're either all really skinny Israels or big fat guys. I think Captain Drummond is probably, who you haven't met yet, is probably the only normal looking male NPC.
I can lend you a ladder.
I can lend you a ladder.
But, how much can you offer me?
$5.
I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude?
I need to move because I'm gonna double tap that A button and kill myself.
I let you off.
Shut up and just sell me the ladder.
All
Here,
right.
have 2,000 souls.
It'll be just a moment.
So Laddersmith Gilligan here is going to put a ladder down. What's the point of this ladder? Simply put, it just lets you get back to Harvest Valley quickly, and if you're coming from the Harvest Valley side, it lets you come up here, I guess.
Go on ahead. I won't offer this steel twice.
It's basically a quick escape route, is what it is.
What is it?
Let's learn a gesture. The prostration. It's buy an item. See, he's got a reinforced club, which strangely scales worse than a regular club. I don't get it with this game. It's like, oh, well, this is a reinforced club with metal spikes and studs, so obviously it scales less with strength than a regular club does. Here's your straight, good old-fashioned whip. There's claws, which can be actually pretty good. Wooden shield, which at this point in the game sucks. Don't know why they have him selling it. But yeah, the actual club is by far a better weapon than this weapon. Like the straight club is a better weapon than this, because if you play a strength-based character, you will get more damage from the straight club than you will from a reinforced club. It makes no damn sense. He does sell all the thief set, which is pretty cool, and probably also tells you what his real occupation is and why he's on the run. Lacerating knives are okay. He sells this ladder miniature, which I can't afford right now, and I have no idea what it's good for. I think if you buy it right now, you get it dirt cheap. Bleeding serum, which basically just puts bleed on your weapon. Lacerating knife, which is just a knife that causes bleed. And he sells aromatic ooze. We've already discussed where that comes from, so we definitely don't want to buy that.
Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right?
Yeah, he's talking about the boss. We don't need to talk about her.
That creature. Yeah. But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty. Hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Before long,
I
the
feel ya.
princess's ire transformed her into a monster.
A monster.
Listen here.
Listen here.
When do you think this all happened?
When do you think this all happened?
Long ago, when this very land was called something else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen. and
So
fallen.
we're going to stop here because this is an important piece of information for lore
This
nuts
won't
on
be
this
the
game.
last. Oh, no.
Lots of people want to say that the Iron King or whatever was subservient to Vendrick, or that Vendrick being the king of Drangleic, or people want to say that they were rulers of two separate kingdoms. No, they were not. Or that Vendrick gave the Iron King a soul or something, much like Gwyn gave souls to other people. None of that crap is true. As Gilligan just said, the Iron King, who is the prince he's talking about in this case, we'll meet him soon enough, I assure you. And the princess or queen of this area, who we're going to meet in this video, hopefully, essentially were from a long, long time ago. Their story had played out and all their stuff had happened before Vendrick even showed up. Okay? So he has nothing to do with them. They have nothing to do with him. They are not subservient to him. Vendrick was the man more recently than they were. Their kingdom failed for reasons you'll see as I progress through the game here. But they're not necessarily related to each other. I don't think they necessarily worked together. Again, there's no real evidence to support it, that they were actually allies or anything. So there's a lot of weird holes in this game's story. I don't want to talk about that too much. Once I complete the whole playthrough, I may do like some sort of story theorycraft lore nonsense video, but I'm not going to. That's all I want to talk about it for now. I just want to say that it's quite possible that the Iron King and Vendrick have nothing to do with each other, and they're just two completely separate guys who'd never really worked together and all that entails. There's nothing to make me believe that there's actually a connection between them in the game, that one is subservient to the other or anything like that. There's no reason to believe that.
That damned hag just can't let her old flame go. She's going to get us all burned. God almighty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to die in this dump.
Good point.
God, I'm not going...
Alright.
Find it. All the best.
So I just want him to move on, because he'll move to Majula just like everybody else. I do kind of want that ladder now, though, because I think if you buy it from him now, you get it at a discount. So I'm going to go ahead and buy it now. Why am I buying the ladder? No real reason. I don't think there's any real reason to buy it from him. I'm just going to do it. God's almighty.
Find it. What is it? Find it. All the best.
So he'll leave now. So we'll just climb down real quick and just see what happens. I mean, bear in mind, I can get back up. I just want to verify there's no loot or something down here, because I don't really remember. See? Told you. Hurrah for life. Pharaoh's Lockstone and Twinkling Titanite. Huge loot there. Huge loot. Twinkling Titanite is very valuable. So see, you could just drop off here, and you're right at the base of Earthen Peak. If you drop off right there, and you're back in Harvest Valley. You can't get back up that way, but you can get back down, so you can get down. So that's Laddersmith Gilligan. He'll move on to Majula at this point, and we'll talk to him later. He'll also put ladders in the Majula pit to make it a little easier for you to get down there. You can also drop down there if you have enough HP, so on and so forth. Here's a quick tip. Hit this switch. This video may run long. We'll see what I do. This area is really not super huge. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on. You don't want to mess around too long, because you do have to avoid getting crushed, because this thing will come back down on you. So now we're going to drop down. And of course there's a reason you want to follow it up too, so you kind of have to do this twice. Up we go. I don't believe this one. Oh shit. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, it's that shit. There's some other mannequin-y asshole over here. How's about them apples, mannequin-y scumbag? Let's just go ahead and use a life gem. We'll deal with that caster here in a second. We're going to go over there in a second too. I don't believe he got that move off. That was nonsense. Grave Warden Bottoms. Ooh. Now, can you make this jump? Yes, you can make that jump. You had better be wearing no gear when you try. You want your weight limit to literally be non-existent when you try to make that jump. I'll deal with that in a moment. Grave Warden top. I think the Grave Warden set is actually kind of cool looking. Desert Sorceress gloves. Those are nice. I've never gotten the full Desert Sorceress set for whatever reason. I don't seem to think this one was trapped. It is. Fortunately, I'm quick on the draw. Another Pharaoh's Lockstone. Yes, I can destroy this chest because it's in my way. That is not a secret door. I'm just showing you. Be wary of trap. So this is also a pretty nasty little thing, because if the windmill is still running, then that means these blades are still running. And they can get you killed, so we'll drop down. Let the little puppet man get killed. These are, of course... See, if I had a poison, if I had a great sword or large sword or whatever kind of sword you want to call it, I probably would use that to break those, but I don't. So there you go. So that's basically that. Continuing on, we'll now go up this ladder here as we systematically clear out this entire crap hole. Believe it or not, I'm actually just about done. This is where that other mannequin guy, like this would all be poison if I hadn't burnt the windmill. This right here would all be poison. He did not drop anything, so we're good to go there. I'm probably not going to try to make that jump on film because it's too easy to miss. If you want to continue with the level, I'm going to go and let myself get poisoned there. Why? Because there's a secret door there. That's why. I don't know how I just got poisoned again. I really don't. Spell quartz ring +1. So now here we have a little interesting problem. I suggest liberal application of ranged attacks. Yes, I'm being a rather conservative, snipey little bastard, I know. Well, the dusk herbs, those are handy for casters. Recall there's one of these guys. Another Grave Warden top. Choose another life gem. Run! Because of that chick. So that is actually the boss door that those two guys are guarding. Again, that would also be full of poison. If you didn't burn the windmill, that entire area he's running through right now. Backstab, you're done. And now we'll just fight this guy stand up. Can't believe that didn't backstab. It doesn't really matter. Imagine even trying to find that loot. If that area was covered in poison. Dwarf required ahead. Unfortunately, you can't go through there. It's not possible. You'll get over it. So there's the boss. Who's this? Jester Thomas? Okay. Let's go this way first. That guy's dead. Drink some Estus. As I recall. Hidden doors over here. Well, that guy just died fighting that dude. And another bonfire. Look at that. As I said, they love giving you bonfires in this area for some reason. I don't know. I just work here. So I don't remember if this is a trap or not. We'll know soon enough. Nope. Petrified something. That's a big loot because, as I said, way back in the earliest videos, and this is also, if you don't get rid of the poison, this is the best way to approach, because you can just drop down from here and just drop down right on top of those two guys. You can pull them out with arrows and then fight them on the other place, though. So this place sucks because there's a bunch of mushroom dudes over there. You know what, let's do something a little creative. Excuse me, I apologize. A little sneeze overcame me. Boom, 3 with 1 hit. Oh. Now I'm going to warn you before we do this because this is dangerous. We'll see if the messages give you a tip. But this is a mimic. Be wary of chest. I don't like mimics. Workhook Dark Gauntlets. That's part of the set from what's it's called? Visions of Pointless. Slip up. By the way, not here. Yes, it is absolutely pointless using a Pharos Lockstone there. If you do use a Pharos Lockstone there, what happens is this fills with poison. When I first came to this level, I thought that by putting a Lockstone here, it would somehow cause the poison to drain out, and that's what it was doing. I was wrong. It was just burning the windmill. Do not use a Lockstone there. If the area is still filled with poison, all that will happen is you will fill that thing with poison. If the area is not filled with poison, all that will happen is it fills with clear water. Don't use a Pharos Lockstone there. So I don't see anybody else to summon, which is kind of strange. I guess co-op is not as big a deal right now as it used to be. I don't know. But there's still one part of the level I haven't cleared out. We're going to go do that now before we fight the boss. I'm going to leave that really hard jump for later, assuming I don't even remember what's behind it. I don't think it's anything too earth-shattering, so I may not even bother with it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, we'll do it this way. This is fine. Just drop here. And we'll go over here. But yeah, I don't even remember what's in that chest. The one I'm referring to is this jump over here, because you have to jump that to get there. I'll probably try it after I kill the boss. I'm not going to do it on video because it's too. I don't think there's anything important down there, and there's too high of a chance that I'm going to miss. Also, the other area where the poison broadsword is, I'm going to be honest, I'm never going to get that poison broadsword. It's not worth the effort. It's too easy to miss the jump. Stabbing in the back ahead. This is such bullshit. It's Pate. Here's Pate again.
We went through a lot together. Take this as a token of our friendship.
And this is because I summoned Pate for that first boss. The giant. He gives me his ring, his armor, even his spear. I get it all.
Don't be shy. They were
Thank you, Pate. You're such a nice guy, Pate. When the time comes, you will not be the one to die.
Well,
oh, no, wait.
Again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it.
And here we go again. Pate is like,
the guts myself.
There's treasure over there, but I'm a chicken shit, and I'm not going to go loot it because I have a feeling it's a trap.
Well, we meet again.
Pate is being honest.
I don't quite have the guts.
There's treasure this way. Door doesn't open from this side, but it's all a trap. What does he mean when he says treasure this way? What he means is over here. Because you can drop down here. And there's the door. Real tough work, wasn't it? don't remember if a mannequini or something drops behind you. I don't think so. But I think this is a trap. No, it's not even a trap. Great heavy soul arrow. Great spell for casters. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to get that poison broadsword, how do you do it? You drop down here. You drop down there. And then you can drop from that higher level, run from that higher level over to here. If you try to do it from here, it's not really possible. Well, I don't know. You might be able to make it if you just do a straight run. The problem is you land and the height is so far it causes you to roll, and the roll pushes you over the ledge. Like, I can hit the ledge every time. It's just the roll screws you. So yeah, he really did stab me in the back there, didn't he? Told me about some treasure and how he was chicken shit, and that was pretty much it.
Well, good to see that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought.
I don't even know what the point of that is.
In any case, the treasure is yours, since you went ahead, took the leap. I prefer a more cautious approach.
Yeah.
It's hard to know who to even trust these days. For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life.
Yep. He sure is.
What misunderstanding could have ever led to that?
So, like, everybody wants to think Pate is a bad guy. He's really not. He never does anything bad to you the whole game. You can even summon him to help with a boss fight. He gives you his entire loot set. All of it. If you summon him for that boss fight and then meet him again here.
You be careful too.
It's like ludicrous. This guy's clearly not a bad guy. You know what Creighton gives you? Creighton gives you if you don't help him, because Creighton's trying to kill Pate, so obviously that's going to come to a head. Do you know what Creighton gives you if you help him? Nothing. Hold up. Break time. Well, I'm back, and that was a fun little intermission. Let's just not go into what I saw. Let's say it was more horrible than anything that's happened in this level so far. Dropping down. Just to verify there's no loot over here. I think there might be. Yeah, there's a chest. Lightning Spear. Huge spell, that. Huge spell. So yeah, if you were going to try to go there, I would recommend making the jump from here. Basically, at this angle, you have to do it like right like that. And you basically, the idea is you roll into the wall, and then you kind of roll right as you're rolling, but the pillar stops you. I'm not even going to try it. It's not worth the effort. It's just a poison broadsword. It's not worth the effort. In this game, I'm going to be honest with you, I think poison weapons only work if you put them on really fast-hitting weapons. I think poison claws work really well. Poison daggers work really well. For poison, it's poison arrows work really well. It's all about weapons that hit really fast and do a really large amount of damage. Are you saying I'm a puss for not making that jump? You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm not 100% sure what's beyond that thing. I could look it up in the strategy guide. It's over here somewhere. But you know what? I'll be a nice guy, and I will try one time only, to make that jump. Oh, I tried. I didn't make it. I've actually never attempted that before. I'm surprised I got that close. We're going to go ahead and use a live gem. So yeah, you just don't want to be wearing anything. Oh yeah, also in addition to plus 10ing my mace, I did +3 all of my armor that I wear. I'm now down to 5.2% weight. I'm at 0% weight now. This is as light as you can get. Me and all my buff nude glory. This is a very hard jump. I made it! Fuck yes! Radiant Life Gem. No guts, no glory. Soul of a Brave Warrior, Crimson Water. I guess it was worth it. Now we re-equip everything. That's where I put my bow. That's where I put my mace. That's where I put my Mighty Knight sword. Gloranthy ring. My stone ring to additional reduction of enemy poise. That's the spell quartz ring. Increases magic defense. It can be handy. Coveted silver serpent ring +1. Want those extra souls. This ring is pretty handy. Counter attacks when damage is taken. Ring of Thorns. It's a pretty handy ring. Ring of Whispers. And Ring of Blades. All Knight Shield +3. Yeah, believe it or not, I picked up the Aurora set. You get that from, what's-his-face back in Majula, the armor vendor, Maulin. Once you push him to his highest seller level, where he'll sell this set, the Alva set. I'll show this armor off real quick. This armor actually looks cool, the Grave Warden top. I actually like the way the top looks. I don't like the way the rest of it looks, but I do like the way the top looks. But yeah, he's the guy who sells the Alva set. If you actually push him to his max level, then talk to him with no souls, he will give you the Aurora set. Believe it or not, when I got the Aurora set, and I talked to him with no souls, it was, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. It was purely because I had actually just bought a soul level, and by pure coincidence, I had exactly... Oh my god! I didn't think the fall would be as far as it was. Damn. I didn't think the fall would be that deadly. I should have equipped the cat ring. I bet you if I'd had the cat ring equipped, I would have survived. Oh well. Shit. I kind of wanted to summon that jester too, just to see what kind of hilarity he would have pulled as a mechanic. Okay, so death count 24 because I underestimated the length of a fall. Now there's a real problem. I just realized I have to go back there because that's where I lost my soul. Shit! I've really fucked up now. You have no idea because I just realized, yeah, now I've got to go back there. Oh shit, she nailed me. Yeah, that was very bad on my part. God, I can't believe I didn't think about that. What the hell? I should have just tried to make the jump again, but I was too worried about missing it. And if you miss that jump, you're definitely dead. Wow, she killed herself. I don't know how I managed not to get poisoned there, but I'll take it. Magic stone, that's for making magic weapons, I believe. Oh, she wasn't where she normally stands. As you can see why lots of male characters love those enemies. So that sucks because now my soul pile is over there. That makes me mad. Yeah, right there it is. Okay, I'm not going to make you deal with that. First things first. Oh, where is it? I know I've got plenty of them. I'm going to use a humanity. Because I want to summon that jester. I just want to see what it's like. I've got to do it. I want to see what kind of ridiculous nonsense that jester pulls in the fight. I have no doubt in my mind that I can beat this chick alone. I've done it before, trust me. But I want to see what this jester does. Silver black shield. That is actually a very good shield. It has lots of magic resistance. That is a very solid magic resistant shield. He went for an Estus flask. Funny. Silver black spear. That I'm not too sure about. We'll have to look at that. Let's summon the Jester Thomas. And here's a soul sign too. I can't believe it. Sure, I'll summon Hate Curse. Why not? I'll come back and get my soul pile after I kill her. Jester Thomas looks a little loaded for bear. Oh, man. Drangelic Sword. That one shield from that one place that I don't remember the name of. Poison ahead. Not this time, buddy. And here's the boss. I don't know what Hate Curse is waiting for. Oh shit, she just grabbed me. Nice. Good work, Jester Thomas, you're the man. Ah, shit. Jester Thomas is the MVP here. I hate to say it, he's schooling us both. You go, Jester Thomas. Thank you for winning the fight for all both of us. Son. Thanks you too, Hate Curse. You were a little slow to get involved, but you did okay. So there you have it. That is the entirety of Earthen Peak, except for that poison broadsword, which the jump I'm not going to try to make. See, there is still a little bit of poison in there if you stand in there, but it's like a really slow-acting poison. Now we get to the weirdest area transition of all time, which I am going to show you before we cut the video. I want to indicate to you that we're at the top of a windmill. That's what this was. This was the top of a windmill. You can see it from outside as we were coming up. Earthen Peak is the windmill. We all saw that, right? In the last video. I have screenshot evidence that if you don't believe me. So we're going to go up an elevator that is located at the top of a windmill. Up an elevator located at the top of a windmill. I want you to keep that in mind. We're ascending to the top of the windmill now. In theory. Going up an elevator at the top of a windmill. Really tall windmill. What in the fuck is this? Iron Keep. What kind of a fucking windmill did we just go up? Seriously, this is the top of the windmill. If this is the top of the windmill, I'd like to know what this windmill is made out of. Because this is the most robust windmill of all fucking time. It's got a full-on castle made of iron filled with lava at the top of it. Things that make you go, Oh, here's a summon sign, Zolkor. We will light the bonfire, and that is it. That is a wrap. We will continue in the Iron Keep later on at another time. Before I do, actually, I'm going to indicate a couple things in this first area. There is a loot over there. I will eventually get that loot. You will die getting that loot. I am not going to do it on camera. There is a loot right here, too. You will die getting that loot. I guess I'll do it right now. I mean, there's no way you can get some of the loot. In this area, some of the loot you get, you're going to die getting it. It's that simple. Like if I had a fire resistance ring, which I don't think I have right now, I might be able to pull off some stuff. There's things you can do, but a lot of the loot in this level, you will die in the getting. It's just that simple. But anyway, toodles, ta-ta, see you later, sayonara. That was Earthen Peak. Sorry for the long video.